Hey guys, welcome to the Ninjago Clan Christmas stream. I'm Zena Raleigh.
Hey, what's up? You got Ninja's Adventures.
What's everybody? What's up, everybody? You got Star here or Lucid Bricks.
Hello, I am Moonlight.
Our newest member of
Hi.
the crew. The Woo
No,
crew.
not newest. Moon's been around for a while.
Well, I guess we could say newest to these live streams. And then we also have Ed here, a close friend of mine. Sadly, I don't know if it's very knowledgeable with Ninjago, but yeah.
Oh, somebody else
Hi
joined.
Ninja Kai. What's
Ninja
up?
Kai.
Oh, we got Ninja Kai here too.
Hello.
What's up?
The Woo crew needs you.
Like send out the
Yeah.
Woo Crew symbol.
Needs you.
So for all the new people that doesn't know, we are doing a Christmas live stream right now on YouTube, thanks to Xena streaming. And yeah, we will be going over some Ninjago stuff, new Ninjago stuff that takes place after Crystallize projects, and yeah, that's all I can think of. So who wants to go first?
I'll talk for a minute. I am almost done with my voice dub. I was messing around with it yesterday, and I added some funny, quirky little things into it. So I think it'll be pretty enjoyable. Again, yeah, I just need like a couple more like voice lines for some of like the action parts. But other than that, it'll be ready to go, and then I will be starting on the second voice dub, and I'm going to do one of the episodes from Tournament of Elements. So I'm going to need a lot of people to help with voice for that because there's a lot of characters in there.
So anyone watching this video, whenever you watch it or you see it, even if it's late, comment down below. And if you want to be a part of her project, we will find the best way to connect you guys.
Yes,
Also,
anybody is
Star-
more than
Guess
welcome
you
to
could
help.
like join the Realm of Harmony server because like that's where I don't know.
Yeah,
Another-
you guys totally should. 100% guaranteed. It will be a fun time.
Yeah, another thing too, Ninja Kai, aren't you working on a Ninjago project?
I'm working on, but they were kind of put on hold for a bit. One is more of an original story, which is kind of revolving around my character Zero finding the Crystal King.
Yeah,
That actually had Ninja Adventures 18 voice the Crystal King, which he does an amazing job.
thank you.
And the second one is more of a collab with a fellow Ninjago animator, Spinjista Master Falcon.
Yes.
And that video is a bit put on hold because I'm still waiting for his lines to be delivered.
Well, that is great. We definitely look forward to that. We look forward to better projects, especially seeing more of Falcon out there. He is obviously a great animator.
Yeah, that sounds like that's gonna be a really
I've
good
helped with a lot of
collaboration.
his videos. I do a lot of thumbnails for him.
Yeah, I actually heard you voice acting in one of his videos recently, so that was really cool that you get to work in his projects. It's like we all work in each other's projects. Yeah, you guys, for anyone watching who are big Ninjago stop motion fans, if anybody knows Amazing Lego 123, he will be voice acting in Star's voice dub for Ninjago as Kai.
He does a really good job too. I was like very impressed because I'd never really heard him do any voice acting before. And Adam's like, "Oh, we should ask him," and we did, and he agreed to help out. And yeah, he did a great job. So I'd be really excited to get to work with him again.
Yeah, I think he did a really good job. I got to hear it firsthand as well and stuff, and I was
Hang
like,
on,
wow.
I'm gonna go get my phone. I'm gonna go get my computer charger. I'll be back.
All right, thank you for letting us know. So yeah, she is gonna be right back. But yeah, he did an amazing job, so we can't wait for that. And like I said, if anybody is watching or who will watch this like later on, we will be looking for. Well, she will be looking for voice for that. But most of these people in this voice chat are always working on projects. So if you're interested in being in anyone's projects, comment down below and we'll try to reach back at you because we do read our comments.
Yeah, even if we start a new project, we're always looking for voice actors and actresses for all different kinds of roles. So, like, I had a lot of people last time that wanted to help out with the voice dub I'm finishing up on, and
Hey,
I just didn't
Jonathan
have any more roles available.
Yeah.
and Mega. We got Jonathan and Mega joining the live stream. What is up?
Hello, everybody. Yeah, we are. Xena's doing a live stream at the moment. So if you guys want to introduce yourself.
Hello, guys. My name is Patrick, also known as SM15 Films. And yeah,
You wanna advertise a little bit of what you do?
I do Lego animations, and currently, I am also going to be working on projects on Instagram. So, if you have Instagram, please follow me at SM15 Films YT. Where I will be posting behind the scenes photos for my Ninjago series, which is currently at its second season, Honored Legacy. And I'll be posting some edits based on some stuff I like, and I'll be showing off a few customs I make through different days when I can't be bothered to post anything Ninjago related.
Well, that sounds great. And also, we have Jonathan who joined as well. If you would like to advertise any stuff.
I did feel that we had to Ninjago live action.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you'll have to send me a link to that. I'd love to see that.
Here, I'll send you the link to my video.
Oh, you did a reaction to it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just found out, so I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Here, oh shit.
Yeah, another thing for the people watching, we have worked on a live action Ninjago.
There we go. I sent you my video.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I've been seeing his brown thing on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we get Chase and Tova in here?
Hi, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Hello.
Some more people that dropped by.
Hello, that Poopy.
And we got yeah, we got Mega and Jonathan dropped by. I met Jonathan the other night. Very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went server surfing the other night. Adam and I went to a bunch of different servers and joined VC and just tried to see who would join, and we did. We met a bunch of friends.
Right.
So that was a really fun time.
We didn't have much luck last
complete success, I see.
We didn't have much luck last night.
Right, but it was still fun. We had a great talk about like Ninjago, going over. Gosh, I don't know. We were talking about a lot of stuff. I can't even really remember. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you kept me up all night. We were up until like 3 o'clock or something.
I have a little game for us all to participate in that we can all kind of be involved. For all Ninjago fans here, can everyone name some realms for the 16 realms so we can try to organize the realms and stuff. Figure out how many more we need left.
I just want to say that was one of my ideas for my comic. I'm like, I want the ninja to travel to a new realm in the next season.
Oh, for
like
like
the
the
Ninjago next
continue.
thing. I'm like, that's what I want. I want them to go to another realm, like, because we still have like 6 more. If we're gonna find out what all 16 are.
Well, that's funny. I was rewatching the finale episode of Possession the other day, and they talked about that. They were going to explore other realms, and sadly, we never really saw that. So yeah, that would be fun to see in a season. I think they destroyed the realm crystal, but it's like there's been many times where they can travel through other realms.
Actually, now that you mentioned Possession, there's one thing that struck me in terms of the other realms. That, well, what Nauticon's father said, that each realm is connected
Yeah.
Basically, what would happen at the end of Ninjago? Basically, if that collapsed, what realm would collapse?
That is
I
the thing.
thought
Would
it was like
any
the
of the
cursed
realms
realm
that
that
we already
collapsed.
know collapse, or would any of the unknown collapse?
He's
But either way, a theory of mine is that eventually Ninjago might be up.
well, yeah,
But yeah.
he's saying like basically the cursed realm it collapsed, Ninjago collapsed, but Jinjago was collapsing. But what he's saying is Kanji or whatever said that like if one realm falls, another one falls as well, and he said they're like connected.
Oh yeah, they're
So
sister realms.
he's saying like what would be the next realm if it could fall, like because Ninjago is the next closest thing I think to Jinjago, but since the time was reversed, that's the reason why I think the cursed realm was still possibly alive when it came back through the departed realm in season 11, which it's kind of confusing.
Wait,
But
but then
that is
didn't they like send it back in Kaiju Protocol?
yeah,
Yeah,
well
they
they
that.
fought it, they put it back in, so it didn't die, which it's kind of already, I don't know how to explain it. Oh, and I'm glad you brought that up, Kaiju Protocol, because I was rewatching a little bit of what was the episode where Sinister Shadow or whatever, like where Harumi is
That would be it. Episode.
yeah
Right. Yeah, that's Sinister Shadow.
yeah, where she reveals herself. There is there's a little story plot where, sorry, I'm trying to like look at some right now. There's a story plot where the Crystal King, which is the Overlord, is in the departed realm. But I wonder if like
Maybe it's like a little pocket dimension, like the way the first Spinjitzu Master had one.
well, no, I was wondering, is he like in command? I was thinking back to Day of the Departed, and there's no way that he may have given like Chen and like all the departed villains like permission to leave the departed realm to like use their bodies, but that was more of Yang's power to do that. But I'm wondering, since he had the ability to like revive Harumi, I'm wondering if that means like he has control of bringing any villain back. Like, Tanner Fishies, he made a video not too long ago about like Calamar coming back, which there was a little fake comic that the Lego group made just for kids.
Like the old villains coming back.
Yeah, and it's not canon yet.
Emphasis
It's not
on
canon
old.
yet. But in the story, like, they're trying to come back. So I'm wondering, like, if he is kind of, because they said the Overlord can return at any time. Like, he can die. I mean, he has to be around in order for there to be darkness, because there has to be like that balance. Like, he holds the balance, and I'm wondering if the same is with the first Spinjitzu Master, because Lloyd got to see him, but it was in like a whole nother either realm, dimension, somewhere. I don't know where it was.
Or maybe it's like the rift, some alternate pocket dimension.
Maybe. I really don't know. We're starting to learn, ever since season 10, we're starting to learn more things. Like, we have realms, but we have, that place that Lloyd went into in his mind. But if you guys didn't know, the Evo shorts or the core shorts or virtues or whatever, they're canon because Master Wu was using a mind trick. So that's how they were able to go to like places they've been to before, but things didn't make sense. That was a mind trick. So if they had the power to do a lot of things like that and travel through realms, and there's also the time vortex you have to think about, like, that I think that's where the hands of time are, like lost somewhere in the time vortex. But I just want to go back. Like, I wonder if the Crystal King is in charge of the departed realm. Like, if he's the ruler and he has the power to send any villain to like come back. Like I wonder if that's why they're able to come back is because he has the power to like do that.
Actually, given
Because,
what we've seen so far, it kind of makes sense.
like if you
But
go to the realm of the
to
Onian
that
Dragon
extent, I mean,
first,
what you say can be true, but maybe he has access to that ability to just bring people back, but only to some extent. Because
yeah,
if you could just bring back other villains, why wouldn't he bring back others like Kalmar or I don't know, just bring others too with Harumi?
well, have you guys
Maybe,
Pythor is
maybe.
the only villain that has been around for the longest time and has not really died yet. Have y'all noticed
He's
that?
still
Like,
to get around.
I find that so funny.
Yeah, same.
I mean, everybody, like half the villains have died. Now the mechanic did die, and he came back because if you guys remember the lore, he used to work for Captain Soto and their pirate gang, and when they all died, he was brought back with Garmadon's like mega weapon. So,
I don't want to say that like Pythor is immortal, but gosh, I mean, how long do you think he survived down in that tomb? I mean, and he's like still around.
well,
I mean, he ate the other anaconda, so
I mean,
Like,
he killed
That's how
Fugi.
he
I mean, that's
survived.
not the only thing you need to
Cannibalism.
survive.
yeah, it's like it's like canon that he's a cannibal. Which I mean, if you guys learn the lore of snakes, most snakes do that. They'll eat their own kind or all that kind of stuff. Or well, and you know it's funny because he's an anaconda. So and most anacondas eat. Like I did studies on that like not too long ago, and I learned like anacondas will even eat their own. Sometimes I think they'll eat their own babies for survival or something like that. But yeah,
yeesh, that's dark.
yeah. So kind of it makes sense why Pythor, like his character, would do that. Because I wanted to I was like, this is interesting. But yeah, it's like he is. I wouldn't even say he's immortal. It's just look how lucky he is as a villain. I mean, he got.
I don't think he's lucky. He has the 9 lives of a cat.
Well, no, that was just a joke they were making. That was a. But it's like, look how lucky.
Up to do it because at this point, it's luck can run out. Yeah,
Right.
at this point, he has 9 lives.
That's why I'm saying, like, right now, I feel like he's kind of getting to the point where if they bring him back again, then his luck might run out. But I do want to say, I think we lost Moon.
Oh.
I was
Yeah,
just
Moon-
gonna say, I saw in
Yeah,
the
they-
comments,
Oh.
they
Yeah,
said that they'll be right back for a little bit. They'll be back in a little bit.
They're gonna go for a bit and they're gonna come back later. I'm assuming.
I guess
All
we
right.
can talk about the crystallized reimagined thing.
I was asking, like, did you guys want to, like, before we go into anything else, I was asking, like, what do you guys, like, if you guys could spill some names of different realms, we might figure out as many realms as possible. I have one that nobody ever really talks about, and Star knows about it, too. But if you guys want to, like, spit out some realms, we could do that, and then we could go over the,
I mean, Chima's already one of them. Cause
Right.
Chima's one of them.
Maybe Nixonites can be one too.
You said what?
Nexonites, cause like
I'm curious about that. I believe it is too because in episode 1 or episode 2, well, in the trailer they're calling themselves the Knight of the Realm, which is a medieval term, but I wonder if they're like counting their world as a realm. And the king
that
every
could be
once in a
interesting.
while,
Yeah, that would be interesting.
right? King every once in a while he'll call it the realm. So I'm wondering, yeah, that's a good thing y'all brought up. What are some other ones? Let's see. We got Chima, possibly Nexonites. That's 2. I could think of like 500. No, I'm just kidding.
What if the Lego City Adventures or animation series is one of the realms too?
I don't know if that would be a realm, but do you guys remember, like, we have Clutch Powers, and, he's a famous explorer, so he's probably found a lot of artifacts. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with his movie, but he comes from a strange world, which also has Lego City in it. And I'm wondering if his world is a realm. Like, that's the Lego City realm. And it has like medieval knight stuff in it and all that kinds of stuff. And like not Hero Factory, but the power miners in that and stuff.
Wasn't
I
there
don't know if I
one of the villains in Power Miners is also called the Crystal King?
Yep. I think I learned that's how
Yes.
I think I heard that's how they got the name for Ninjago, was from the Clutch Power like movie or Power Miner set. Well, yeah, that set was in the movie, so yeah. But
Yeah, I
like,
believe it's like the main villain from Power Miners is the Crystal King.
Maybe that was one of the Overlord's old forms.
well, who
Yeah,
knows?
his original
What
form.
happening? Question mark.
I don't know, but I don't know if I want to consider that a realm yet. It could possibly be, though, because Clutch Powers came from it, and
Wait,
since he's
I
a
have
big explorer, maybe he found an artifact at the time when he was younger to travel to other realms and universes.
actually, I have an idea. I have an idea that connects with everything we just said. Maybe that's why the Overlord's been gone for like I don't know how many seasons.
Oh no!
He's
If you watch
the Power Miners universe, chilled there for like I don't know how many years, and then decided I have a comeback.
oh wait, are you
Oh
Are
my
you talking about-
gosh.
are you talking about like pre-Ninjago, like before like the original Overlord?
No, after season 3, after the Golden Master was just destroyed by
Yeah,
Zane.
You gotta watch.
If we're kind of coded as non-canon,
No, it
even
is-
though it's canon, it's basically a copy of the Overlord virus. If we're counting that off, then it's been like 13 seasons. So
It's canon. It's
maybe,
canon.
maybe.
The decoded,
Okay.
it's definitely canon.
But still, my theory is not out of the window. Maybe somehow he just popped up into the Power Miners universe, took form as a Crystal King, and then that's how he got his name for Ninjago. So then he just popped the giant crystal on Harumi and just said, I'm gonna come back. Time to rule Ninjago.
It is actually kind of
Chris-
interesting when you think about it that
the
way, because
Lord
yeah,
used
that's
to
where the
go back
initial
to
name came
it.
from, was the Crystal King,
Right.
and actually from Power Miners. I don't know. It's a pretty interesting concept.
Yeah, I don't think at that time, like after rebooted, it makes sense. But do you remember like when the Overlord in season 2, he was disappeared for a long time whenever he fought like the first Spinjitzu Master, and he spent years before until he fought the ninja, like from season 2.
Yeah, but I think he was a bit more sealed away into the Dark Island after he fought the first Spinjitzu Master. I think he was still kicking around in the Dark Island, so he wasn't really gone.
Maybe, but I'm
there.
saying, think about this. If he was like around like long before the ninja existed, Clutch Powers movie took place way before Ninjago, like in the timeline. Because whenever you hear them talk about Clutch Powers in season 1, he's more around the age of when he was in the Clutch Powers movie. Because when we see him in season 11, I think they said he aged about 30 years old or something. So from the Clutch Powers movie to Ninjago, there's been a big time jump. But
30 years. God damn, time has not been treating the man well.
Or 20 years maybe, because in Clutch Powers, like the movie, he was in his early like 20s. Like he was young. But in the show Ninjago, he's like,
maybe that's why he's not. Maybe that's why he drinks so much now, because he's going through a midlife crisis.
yeah, I guess he does drink. Yeah, but he's in his He's in his like middle.
Imagine they actually ask him, "Why do you drink so much?" And then he goes, "Midlife crisis."
He's in his age, like in season 11 onward. But what my point is think about this. So if you haven't, you have to watch the Clutch Powers movie to know this. When the Power Miner, like the Crystal King, the monster's in the movie, but it was in the form of the Crystal King. But that was way before like the story of Ninjago. Not with the first Ninjutsu Master. I don't know when that takes place, but as far as like the ninja forming the team, this was like many years, like at least 20 years, and I don't know how that would connect with Ninjago because their time is different in Ninjago as well. I mean, gosh, look.
Hold on, Adam. Ed's leaving. He's going to bed. He said good night. Good
Oh,
night.
thank you. Good night, Ed. Thank you for letting me know.
You're
I'm
welcome.
glad you.
I just wanted to get that in there before he leaves.
Goodbye. See you.
See
Have a
ya,
good
Ed.
night. See you next time.
Happy
Bye.
See you,
holidays.
mate.
Happy holidays if we don't hear from you.
Yeah, Merry Whitmas.
Good one, Patrick.
Okay, yeah. Going back on that, but think about this. So, in the Clutch Powers movie, that was way before Ninjago's time, and he was called the Crystal King. So, what I was trying to say is, I don't know if it would make sense in Ninjago, like after season 3, calling him the Crystal King then, because Clutch Powers wouldn't have been that old. So it wouldn't have made sense. But it could make sense pre like Stone Wars or around the Stone Wars. Maybe the Overlord was traveling through realms. I mean, gosh, he's in the Departed realm. Like that's if he can
That's
travel.
the one I kind of thought in the start because he said before that he's been called many names, the Crystal
Right,
King being one of them. So
right.
that's
So I
what
mean,
the dots.
right. That's why I'm saying maybe he was called the Crystal King way before Ninjago. And then he went by other names, which I was so glad he finally brought up, like the Golden Master and all that. Because, I mean, we all know honestly, I loved him being called the Overlord and Golden Master. I mean, because they called Lloyd, the first Ninjutsu Master, but he was gold. So you'd think, like, oh, Lloyd is the Golden Master, but then the Overlord is too. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, going back on the realms, though. So, okay, if you guys have forgotten, we have like the Realm of Madness. That was where Garmadon was during season 1. Whenever we went back to get him. So that's 3 realms. So you have Chima, Nexo Knights, that. Oh, and Ninjago, obviously. I mean, gosh, we're talking about Ninjago. That's a 4th realm. What was the realm? Was the Realm of Shadows the one where it was in the pilot?
I think that was the underworld.
No, the
Basically,
underworld. Yeah, the underworld. Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, I don't think that one was from the pilot.
Okay, yeah, underworld. All right, so that's 5. Thank you. Then we have the Never Realm. That's 6.
actually, speaking of which, I have a question about it.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Wu say that the first Ninjutsu Master almost never returned from it when we've seen that after the Ice Emperor was defeated, it was looking like a peaceful realm?
Well,
Why would he say that?
at the time, and here's the funny thing too is I don't even think Zane would have been. They say time is weird in that realm, so I don't know how this all works. And you have a point there, but we do know, like, well, you're right. It was beautiful at the end, and that was only because they took away all the dark ice from Zane. So I really don't know.
And by the flashbacks as well from Akira's story, I think I came up with a theory about it. Just a small assumption that maybe the realm was just so beautiful that the first Ninjutsu Master almost didn't want to leave, but he eventually forced himself to do that.
Oh, we lost Star. Oops. Well, I did want to say, Oh, we got some new people joined in the server too. Got a
Neat.
Topher. But yeah, like, well, the funny thing is, Zane did a lot of trauma to that realm when he turned into the Ice Emperor. But I don't think he created Boreal, and I don't think he created. Do you remember that giant bird that was like
Saw
attacking?
that.
A bird.
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that thing definitely before Zane.
Yeah. So that bird could have been around that realm during the time of the first Ninjitsu Master, and Boreal could have been around the time.
Actually, I didn't think Boreal was before Zane, because when Kai fought it, it initially just exploded at some point.
Yeah, but I don't know if Zane, like, how could Zane have created a dragon like that if it wasn't from his own power?
Zane created sentient ice.
Yeah, I don't know about that's a curious one. I don't know much about how Boreal was made. But there was that giant bird, which I'm pretty sure Zane did not make.
I'll be right back. Someone's calling me. I'll be right back.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Then we also had like the crag, like his in his story he said like the crag creatures, like his tribe of creatures, were more peaceful creatures. But the only reason they were so like, told as this evil dark myth was because of like the ice samurai and all that. So I guess they didn't really like trust certain people. Which makes sense. But yeah, I don't know why Wu said that his father said the Never Realm was like very like a dangerous realm or whatever. Because really, when we saw it, the only reason it was so dangerous was because Zane was there. And we don't really know how the time works in that realm. We know it's like very like the time is very different. But we don't really know so much of like how far back Zane was around in that realm whenever the first Ninjutsu Master traveled there, because I don't think that would make sense. But another realm would be like Ninjago. That's another realm. So that's like 7 realms. The cursed realm, that's 8. Then one realm that most people forget about that I always try to let people know is, and I told Star about this, there's this one realm called the realm of I call it the Isle of Sun Sato, because that's what Flintlock called it whenever Nauticon used the realm crystal to go find his pirate crew. They went to this beach, like this other realm where there was a beach. So I call that the Isle of Sun Sato because that's what they called it in the show. So that's a 9th realm. Then we have the Oni and Dragon, so that's 10.
Wasn't that kind of out of the 16 realms, as in it was the first? Isn't that kind of outside of the 16 realms?
The Oni and Dragon realm is the first, yeah. Now are there any the Departed realm, so that's 11. Are there any other realms that we have not gone over?
Did you mention Ninjago and
Yeah,
the cursed realm?
Yeah, we already said that. We already said that one.
Okay.
We currently have 11 right now. I don't know, Xena, Star, Mega, Jonathan, you guys got any ideas of other ones I haven't mentioned?
Nope.
I can take a look. I actually have it written down.
I don't think, because they're kind of loosely fit. I was thinking that maybe DC and Marvel were also kind of realms in Ninjago, or just around.
No. I would not count those. No. I'm
But
sorry.
just a quick thought. It has no base, I get it, but it was just a quick thought.
I mean, that's a good one because they do have like a Lego series, but there's some of the Lego series that I wouldn't count as a realm because some of it just wouldn't make sense connecting to a realm universe. And Tommy did
Because it plays with the multiverse a lot.
Well, yeah, I wanted to say Tommy did confirm that he did not want Ninjago to have a multiverse. So there's definitely not a multiverse. But we do have some interesting things. Like we have the mega weapon took us back in time. So we're able to go back in time, especially with the time twins. They have that power. Well, they did. I don't know if they have it now, but they did. We also have the time vortex. That's another like thing. We have wherever the heck the first Spinjitzu master talked with Lloyd at in season 10. There's that place.
That is true. That's actually a pretty good one because it's like they don't describe exactly like I don't want to say that was like a dream or something, but I mean, yeah, like you're completely right. That could definitely be a whole nother realm.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it was a dream, but I really don't know. And the thing is, I didn't finish all of Chima, but I know a lot about Chima. And at the end credit scene of Chima, they're talking about like Mount Kavora and they have their world they live in. But at the end scene, there's actually a bunch of more worlds out there. So it's like that's why I think Ninjago they shouldn't end the show, or they shouldn't just like give up on the ninja stories yet, because there's so much more. And like I said, when I rewatched Possession, the finale the other day, Jay was like saying like, what are the other realms like? Come on, we gotta like know about it. So it's like they have traveled to other realms, but it's like there's so much more. Like it would be fun to see like one season where, let's say, maybe they travel to like 4 realms in one season or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, with the new core shorts. Maybe.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying.
The idea that I just got was basically the ninja would be separated in different realms.
Right.
Lloyd would be the toughest option because he's apparently been to all of the realms. Oh, I know. Maybe the first realm would just put him there. And then the rest of the ninja would just be separated in 5 never before seen realms, so we can explore them, just get a base form of them.
Right,
You know,
right. Yeah, and I don't know really what the story would be about that, but yeah, I think that would be pretty cool if they kind of got split up and let's say they had to make their way back to each other. Like, I think the Shadow of Ronin, the video game, I know it's like, I don't think it's canon or not, but in the game, I think they get
was canon in the show, actually.
Huh?
I think it was canon in the show, if I'm not mistaken.
They never officially confirmed it. They said they met Ronin before, but there's 2 things that aren't officially confirmed is that fight. Because the thing is in the video game, in the final boss battle, Ronin has some power to create this giant hand, like a Lego hand, to like grab all the ninja and like fight them and stuff. But in Possession, they said Ronin left them in the mouth of something. So I don't know what this mouth of something is, and that was never in the video game. So that's why I don't consider
kind of like the mouth of that. What was it? Just freaking portal that was collapsing, or
no, it was
whatever it was.
It was a
I think
giant.
that's what they meant as the mouth of the portals, and they were literally floating above the portal. That's what I think it meant.
Yeah, but no, they were.
Or that's my assumption.
It was a giant hand. It was a hand that was like grabbing them, but there was no mouth. So that's why I'm wondering like what they meant by mouth. But there's that, and then there's also the story of like a lot of fans like to say like Ronin captured Zane and took him to Chen's Island, but I don't believe that because all this, you got to think all the stuff that they went through on Chen's Island. If that was the case, I feel like they probably would have killed Ronin or something right there at the shop for that case, because Chen put
I don't think they would have gone that dark. It's a cartoon.
Yeah, it wouldn't go that dark, but they probably wouldn't just walk in the shop, and they probably wouldn't even allow Ronin to even live, like stay in the shop. They probably would have had him locked up by now, like by that point. So that's why that doesn't. That's why
prove you wouldn't be able to lock him up.
Yeah, but that's why the game doesn't make sense, because it's totally different stories. So I don't know. That's something interesting. But no, you mentioned the virtues of spinjitzu, like the core shorts, and
Yeah,
that's something that's interesting because it's canon, but the ninja didn't actually travel to them places. It was a mind trick. So what I think's interesting is like if Wu, because Wu has the power of creation. So what I think's interesting is if he can create that mind game, that little mind manipulation thing to think like it's kind of like you remember in Rebooted when the ninjas went to the Digiverse and that was all just in their mind. They didn't actually like walk to those places. They were just in their mind. Well,
technically, the consciousness got transferred into the DG verse,
right,
but I
exactly.
get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah,
But
so that's
technically speaking, their minds were transferred into the Digiverse. That way, they can actually interact and
exactly.
walk
Exactly.
around it.
Right, exactly. So that's I want to connect that to the virtues of spinjitzu. And that's why I'm really excited for like next year, if you've seen the new sets, if they do that
Well,
again and
I've got my eyes on two of them, Mech
yeah,
Rider and Ten Mech. You better watch out, cause I'm coming for you.
right. If they do the same with that, it's like, ooh, are we going to learn more creation powers of Wu because sadly, Wu is the one. He is probably one of the most strongest characters in Ninjago, and we don't really,
True. He
we don't
might be
really.
over 100, but can still beat someone to a pulp.
Oh, he's like over 1,000 years old, but he like we don't really get to see him use his powers that much, and when we do, it's only for like a second. So it's like it would be cool
Actually,
to see more.
times I've actually seen him use his powers.
Yeah, we've seen him, but I'm saying like not as much as like
Um,
compared to Garmadon. Like Garmadon, we've seen so much of Garmadon's Oni power, but we've never
Because
really
he's just been resurrected and he's flexing his new Oni powers while Wu's just being
exactly.
humble and actually being a good person
He,
for once.
he's like, look what I can do. But Wu, it's
He
like
flexed. He's like, look at my great power.
Wu,
Immediately just gets swept by Omega.
Wu. The only time we ever see Wu use his powers, it was either if he uses Spinjitzu or if he uses to create that one dragon, which we never saw ever again, which I'm so sad about.
And we never
Um,
saw Jitsu after season 8 either, but we don't talk about that.
that's why I originally thought when Master of the Mountain came out, there was that set with the dragon Chompy, but we know Chompy is Vanya's dragon. But when I first saw that set, I thought, oh,
You thought it
Wu's
was
getting.
gonna be Wu's dragon, huh?
Yeah, I thought he was getting his dragon power back, and I was like, finally, like we've been waiting forever, but and
Plus,
that would
it's
have
misleading because
The
this set is called Wu's Battle
they don't
Dragon.
use the dragons
been
anymore.
exactly. It was very misleading. That's why they say, the sets aren't exactly. That's why a lot of people like Tanner Fishies, I don't like that he makes kind of misleading videos and thumbnails. Like the new set of Evo, we have a ninja box and it has figures in it. But that's only for kids, like to involve more kids to have like, OC or made up characters for their minds, like something they can be more connected with. And then you have Tanner Fishies over here is like, oh, it's the next generation. He's calling them like the next generation ninja, and I'm like, no, that's not true.
I saw that thumbnail. I didn't even click on the video, and in my mind just went, "Mate, the ninja aren't going anywhere." I've
Exactly.
been over this
It's
because
already
actually, I'm gonna go a bit of a tangent. It'll be short, but still, every time that I hear that Ninjago is over, I get a bit mad because the show is not over. As in, Ninjago is not over. The current timeline is over. And I get
well,
why they get it confused, but I get mad
right.
every time.
Oh, I'm the same way because it's like, where are you getting this info? Like I tell these people all the time. I'm
So
like,
mad every
I
time.
I tell
The
these
blood boils. It makes my blood boil every time.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is half these people, these fans, I know for a fact have never talked with Tommy Andreasen. So I'm like, and I know he's done kind of currently with the show. I feel like he'll come back in far in the future, but as of right now, he's done. But I'm thinking in my mind, like, did you guys like literally have a conversation with Tommy that he said the ninja are leaving forever and they're not coming back? Like, no, I don't think so. So I'm like, where are you guys getting this information from? Like, so I feel the exact same way as you, dude. I am the exact same. Like, I know the ninja are definitely coming back next year. And that's what I'm saying. They can't end the ninja's story because they haven't traveled through all the 16 realms that they've built up for so long now. And the time twins aren't even back yet. Pythor's still out there.
The Crystal Council is still out there.
Most I what do you guys think about this? Hi, by the way, hi DF. We are on a live stream for the Ninjago clan right now, by the way.
Hi, DF. I thought I heard that someone joined.
Hey, Seb, Alex.
But yeah, we are what was I gonna say?
That we're doing a live stream.
Oh yeah, it's like so like the council, like I wanted to ask, what do you guys think? Do y'all think Mr. E is still, or Mr. F? Do y'all think he's still alive?
Nah, that guy bit the dust. In my opinion, he bit the dust.
I think he's still
That's a good way to put it.
I think he's still alive because if he was rebuilt, which I know Pythor said he's a new model, but it was like we know it was Mr. E, Mr. F.
And with that knowledge, he's still kicking around. But I don't know. We've had a bit too many androids kicking around. So in my head canon, I'm just counting him out, just out of the picture.
Oh, Star, you sent me something recently. I don't know what this is.
I did send you something funny. I thought it was
So
silly.
like talk. You don't have to talk about it, but I don't really understand it, to be honest.
BF says that Mr. F is still alive. Fair.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, thank you, D. I agree because I think that I mean, gosh, you guys really think a billboard is gonna really kill Mr. E? Like, I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
I mean, God,
absolutely.
he was.
Mr. F is just gonna forget at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if he just lifted up the billboard, just engaged
Yeah,
it.
that's what I thought. I'm like, what if there was like an end credit scene or a scene where he like picks up, like slowly like regains, because he's a robot. Like, he like if it was one of the
Zane's ice. He broke
like
through Zane's ice.
it's like, look how many times Zane has been destroyed, killed, all this, and Zane has come back like a million times. And I personally think that Mr. E is somehow connected to Zane. I know it's not officially confirmed. Owned by Zane. So it's like, how does Mr. E?
Maybe it's a good idea that you connected with the Ninjoids from season 3.
Right,
Maybe it was the one model that the Sons of Garmadon found and kind of made it their own.
Well, I was wondering, like, what if Mr. E, we've already seen a lot of Cryptord, but what if Mr. E is like the grown-up version of Mindroid? Because remember how they always said like Mindroid was, the last of the line, the less manufactured, all that.
One that had less metal, that they ran out of metal.
Right. So maybe he wanted to like come back for revenge and like he got like, rebuilt super. Like that would be a cool backstory for Mr. E, because that's the funny thing. In season 8, season 9, and in Crystallized, we still have not got a backstory of how Mr. E has come back. And Mr. E, aka Mr. F, is the only council member that did not get a backstory of joining the Crystal Council. He's the only member so far. So that's why I feel like we will definitely see him again. And now I feel like the mechanic is definitely captured for good. I don't know about I don't know about Esphira and Pythor though. I feel like
What about
they
Ninjago?
I feel like they could have escaped somewhere because they weren't officially captured. Welcome back, Moon. But the mechanic, he was like impaled with like a metal pipe on the ground. So like there's no way he could have escaped through that. He was trapped. But like Esphira and Pythor, they could have. Oh, we got more people joining in.
Don't mind me. That's just my other alt.
Oh, okay, cool. Man, look how many people we got on this thing. We got like
Yeah,
everybody.
3 people are silenced, so
Yay!
Oh man. Oh, how's the stream going, by the way, Xena?
Still going.
We got any people drop by yet?
Nope.
No,
Not
okay.
yet.
got
That's
2 people, but only one of them counts because one of them is me.
And then oh, yeah, and then one of them is me too.
Yeah, we were just talking about Mr. E. Hopefully I do think he is gonna return, and I think he could potentially be either Echo Zane, Mindroid. I don't think he would be Cryptorg because I feel like if he was Cryptorg, I mean, gosh, he does talk, but he mainly talks in like reverse, like he talks backwards. So
Or he talks when he needs to send a message, because otherwise he's silent.
right, and it's like it's funny. It's like there was so much buildup with the quiet one, and it's
The
like
trap has been set.
right. It's like we never saw like Mr. E's actual face, but we do know he is a Ninjroid. I mean, Zane confirmed, and he is voiced by Brent Miller. But we do know, in fact, he is a Ninjroid, so he's got to somehow be connected to Zane. And I feel like I would love to see him maybe in the next season or the next 2 seasons because, Mr. E, aka Mr. F, he definitely had some story this season, but there's still so much more to be told with Mr. E. Like, I would like a standalone season where Mr. E is the villain, and now that Harumi is possibly good, maybe she'll get to talk about like how she found or got Mr. E and all that. Because the interesting thing is when the Crystal King, aka the Overlord, told Harumi to get an army. He said like make her an army, and Harumi at first she's like, do you want me to recruit? Because that's what she said she did for the Sons of Garmadon, was she recruited people. She didn't make or anything, she recruited. So I'm wondering, like, because a lot of people at the time thought, oh, maybe Harumi built Mr. E or something like that, which I could see it happening. But with a lot of clues that they've been giving out, it doesn't exactly make sense yet, if you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, she said in Crystallize she recruited. So it's like, oh, did she find Mr. E? And he just, because she knew Mr. E was strong. And it's like, I mean, gosh, it's like, if Garmadon killed Mr. E and Garmadon's like powerful, like, he had to have been built by either someone really powerful, maybe the Overlord, or I don't know. But we don't have like an exact backstory of where he came from. So
Maybe she found the pieces of the older Mr. E. Found the basic parts that were required for a robot, and
right.
then enhanced him. Basically, gave him everything he needs to be a deadly ninjoid times 2.
Right, but I'm just curious, like, how, like, who built him and all that. Like, we don't. It's down to, well, even some of the Sons of Garmadon, I don't think they ever really saw his face or like who he was.
I'm pretty sure no one did. The way I see it, no one did.
But other than, I feel like Harumi would be the closest one to know. But it's either Harumi or I'm gonna add Pixel into this because Pixel did help create the Ninjroids back in season 3. So she could, I mean, gosh, look.
It was unintentionally because she wasn't in the control of the Overlord, but I get your point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So technically, you could also add the Overlord. So you could add the Overlord, Harumi, Pixel, and I mean, gosh, look, Pixel made like 1,000,000 Pixel bots. Like, if she, like, we know she has the power to create. I know she wouldn't have created Mr. E for an evil purpose, though. I know that because it wouldn't make sense anywhere in the timeline because she was still, um, she was in Zane's mind for the longest time, but she did help the Overlord with his power create the Ninjroids and Zane. So technically, I guess you could add Zane into that too, even though he had no like purpose to even want to make more Ninjroids. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas of any other characters who could have possibly made Mr. E?
I don't know. Because Mr. F's timeline is kind of weird.
It
Because,
is.
like,
It is.
he was the only one that we didn't see him get recruited. He was just there when the
Exactly.
council was first assembled. So that option is really narrowed down. For
Exactly.
me, there's basically like two people. The way I say it is like maybe one or two people, and those are Harumi and the Crystal King. That's
Okay.
how narrow I find it. So
I
maybe
also
that's it.
I also want to add Dr. Julian on the list because
He
if
made basically the model, just the base, which basically became
yeah,
insane, and and then somehow he got enhanced.
well, if Echo Zane is Mr. E, which I like how that would be interesting because it would be such the biggest plot twist because Echo Zane was like a horrible fighter. He was like, oh my god, he was losing like parts of him and he could not fight. And Mr. E is such a strong fighter. Like he is, I mean, gosh, like he literally took on like all the ninja almost. Like he's so strong. Um,
Actually, another I think about it, if they actually reveal that Mr. E is Echo Zane, all I will do is scream that Falcon was right because he years ago he made an animation which is basically Zane versus Mr. E, but Echo was Mr. E. So just I will freaking laugh and scream that Falcon was right because he somehow
well,
predicted it.
I mean,
Just freaking imagine it.
there is a video. There's already a video that was made. So it's not really a I mean it is a theory, but like I don't think he was the first one to come up with it because there
I'm
is
not saying no, I'm just saying that for me he was the reason that I got introduced to it, and it would
nine.
be pretty funny for me.
Yeah,
It would be pretty funny.
because like Brent Miller, he already has like an original deleted scene of it revealing it as Echo. But that would be interesting, and that's why I was saying maybe it could be Dr. Julian that also is the creator. But not at the time because Dr. Julian died in season 2. So it wouldn't have made sense because by Skybound, even though the events were erased, it could be Mr. E though because look at this. Echo Zane was in Skybound at the lighthouse, right? But go all the way to Crystallized, we never see Echo Zane in the lighthouse. And Jay was living there for at least a year. And you'd think like, oh, maybe Echo Zane would be there talking with him, but he was never there. So that's something interesting. So it could be Echo Zane.
Maybe we'll just have to wait and see. Also, I gotta go because it's getting kind of late and I gotta get up for school tomorrow.
All right. Well, thank you for dropping by, and we can't wait for like when your videos come out and stuff.
I don't know. I'll be pretty busy with exams for the next couple of weeks, but
Yep.
I'll promise I'll give it 110% of what I can do. Even
Yeah.
with exams, I'll give it my all. And personally, the Crystal King video could be released around February, the way I predicted. Maybe February, and I don't know about the Falcon collab.
All right. Yeah, I wanted to do another.
I'll have to get in contact with Falcon again in time
Me
to
too.
see where he's at with the lines. I don't
Me.
want to pressure him, so I'll just leave it to the side.
All right. Well, we'll hear from you later, and thank you for joining up with us on the voice chat and the stream.
I'll probably join in again later, but I don't know.
All right.
Or just another time. See ya, guys.
See you, man.
Bye. See you later.
Until we meet again.
Oh, that was so good. And yes, we have Moon back, and Mega's here, and 2 Xenas are. Oh no, Xena said. Oh wait, Xena said bye to Ninja Kai. Yeah. Okay. We did get a new person.
Got Xena 1 and Xena 2.
Yeah, Xena 1 and Xena 2.
Kind of like Thing 1 and 2 from Cat in the Hat.
Yup. Oh, nice. He did react to the live action Ninjago thing. He did the Cole one. That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, me too. Let's see.
Yeah, I promoted that in so many different servers, so I hope that it got some more attention because of that. Because gosh, I mean, I don't want to say I spammed it, but I mean I put it in a lot of different places, so I'm hoping that a lot more people saw it.
So now that we went over like the realms and a bunch of random Ninjago stuff, now Xena, would you like to if you're still here, would you like to go over you and Moon's Ninjago Reimagine? Even though you're muted. Or Moon, if you would
elaborate now.
I
can elaborate now.
I was about to say if you'd rather elaborate, you can go for it.
So, I don't really like. I don't like got. Me and Xena both have like kind of like a whole premise thing. I think like episode names and stuff.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Or at least the final part.
Yeah. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, we. For us, I decided to start from the end and go all the way down to the beginning.
I mean, that's pretty good. I would work like me. Like I would do probably the same because a majority of the episodes were good, but most of like the first certain episodes and the last certain episodes definitely needed some work on them. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, another kind of funny thing is that for some stupid reason I decided to extend the whole thing.
Okay.
So there's going to be 5 different parts, each with 16 episodes.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
I tell you this what, if you wanted to like exclude certain stuff, I would take out half of like, weren't there like 3 episodes where like Zane, like the most of the ninja were like stuck in a little like train underground or whatever?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that like the little trolley or whatever, like I feel like half of that is stuff that I feel like's not really important. Like them going there, I think's important, but them being trapped and Jade talking like, "Oh, this was one of my favorite trains growing up." Like, I feel like half that.
That's actually going to have a completely different whole scene altogether.
Okay, yeah. Because the way I would do it is I would have them like. The way I would do it is I'd have them like go there and they get a distress call, so they have to like check it out maybe with flashlights. But then, like, all of a sudden, like, it's going to cut to probably, like, Harumi, Lloyd, something or whatever. But then it'll cut back to them, and then they get attacked by the crystal spiders. So I wouldn't add in, like, them getting trapped and spending 3 episodes talking about the train, working on it. Like, I feel like kind of some of that was a little too much that we didn't really need. Like, it took up a little too much time. But, yeah, if you're gonna like, change it a little bit, then that's cool.
Yeah, one of the scene things that I thought would be really cool and also kind of like a freaky little thing was to have like, you know how it showed like all the spiders coming through the tunnel, right?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot more of them.
Nice.
A lot more. Like, I kind of wanted to have it so that like they're crawling over each other.
Oh wow! Oh, okay.
Like that whole thing, like it's a gigantic horde of them.
Yeah, like in Zombie Movie, like I think they did that in like Train to Busan and what's
like
not Z Nation, but World War Z, where they're like piling over each other like just a bunch of
exactly.
like, and they're like
That's
chasing.
another thing like that I really enjoyed about Crystallized. Like I really liked the crystal spiders, but I don't know. I feel like I wish we would have seen more of them or had them. I don't know, do other things too. Like
Oh yeah, like I feel like it would have been fun to see more episodes with like in the final battle episodes where they're in the city. It would have been cool to see like a horde of them like crawling on the sides of buildings and shooting around. Like there's a scene in like
my imagining. Adam.
Yeah, see, trust me. If I directed Ninjago Crystallize, I would have made that final battle way better. I would have had all that there. I'd have the original element, like Karloff would have been there. Everybody would have been there. Misako would have finally used her silver spinjitzu again. Like, yeah.
Wait, that would have been pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, back in
Misako used spinjitzu a long time ago when she was with Wu.
Yeah. Back in go to the episode in season 2 where she was introduced.
The day Ninjago stood still.
Yeah, where they're trying to leave that tower and they have to like go on.
Actually, was in a different episode, by the way, Adam.
But
it wasn't in the same one.
What's the point of the elemental masters being there if
when the dragon get here?
Like if they're made out of Vindstone and they can't use their powers.
Well, that's how I knew that the Crystal King had to be the Overlord, because look at this. His warriors are called Vengestone Warriors, and his original warriors were Stone Warriors. It has it in the name, Stone Venge Warriors. So I was like,
there's definitely a lot of similarities there with that.
Oh, there definitely is. But I think this army is so, like, the Vengestone Warriors were so cool because they were so strong. They're a villain that, and my theory was right, actually, because I remember talking about that. It said, oh, they're going to have an army of villains, and they're going to put these crystals together with the Vengestone. So the ninja or any elemental masters won't be able to use their powers. But anyway, so you can go back on what you're trying to say, like your idea.
Hey, guys, I wanted to just butt in really quick. I'm actually going to run for a little bit. I have something I have to take care of, but I will try to come back in a little bit, okay?
All right.
Run like the wind.
I'll just say bye in case anyone's not here whenever I come back. But
we'll hopefully catch you in a little bit. I'll be on hopefully for like the next at least 2 hours.
You know the original idea for season 16 or /15?
Yeah, it's canon now. I think it's 15 now because they confirmed the Island and Seabound is a 2-part season.
Yeah, well, like the original idea for Crystallized was for the ninjas to join the Crystal King, and then like the elemental masters had to save them, like that.
Oh, that would have been a cool concept. That would have been pretty cool. But yeah, it was I guess. What were you saying, Moon? I'm sorry. I'm like so distracted right now.
Well, now I've been so old, big kablooey that I forgot.
No, I mean in the comments you said it is, or yeah, it is, or something. Oh, your voice. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was about
Moon.
Wait, Moon, are you a boy or a girl?
What do you think? Evaluate.
I think you're Zane.
Dragon, can't you tell by his voice? He's obviously a dude.
Oh no! I thought he was. I thought he was Zane. Because he said evaluate.
Oh, evaluate. That's funny.
Most impressive observation.
You stupid bitch.
Hey, I'm your twin, so shut up.
No, you're not.
No,
you literally said joy, twin.
We forgot to say, Dragon. We're on a YouTube live stream, by the way.
Oh.
I know. Expo. No, I'm just kidding.
Whatever Lego Doofus Studio says, don't listen. We ain't twins.
Yes, we are.
Shut up.
You literally said join.
Hey,
Twin. You literally said join.
we got BA Brick here. Star was just here. She said she'll be back in a little bit.
All right then.
Yeah, we're talking about Ninjago.
Moon
And
Do you
Xena
wanna build a snowman?
kind of talking about this series that is I think is gonna be a pretty big series.
What was it then?
Good theory.
Yeah, I was not expecting so many people to like my OCs.
I liked them so much that they're now in a part of a. Here, hold on. I'm gonna just.
Hey, what if you got like in the final, like where they have that final battle in the city? What if you got
Whoa!
what if you got every Ninjago what if you got every Ninjago's like YouTuber's OC in that final battle?
Oh my
That's
goodness!
That's actually what I
Yes.
was thinking. That's actually what I was thinking.
You need to get the Brick Rookie. If you want, I will
Oh my gosh!
I will ask him if you
Yes.
because I know he'd be down. Like he was actually he was gonna join the voice chat today, but I don't think he made it because he wanted to join.
I wanted to make this thing as inclusive as possible.
Mega is my twin.
You need to have.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm just
You
gonna
need to have like
Dragon.
You need to get like Brick Rookie. You need to get Tommy and Dreason in the fight.
We have to get
That would be hilarious. That would be awesome.
Detenaglia Studios in there.
Oh,
Detenaglia Studios, Lord Starscream.
Would you just call me boy?
Fun fact: Detenaglia Studios is actually reprising his role as
You're my twin, so don't start saying some bruh.
Boy.
Saying?
Dude, I'm literally Kratos.
Don't call me boy.
I can call you boy, bro, because I'm the living version of Kratos.
That's racist, though.
Boy.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Nah.
These guys are getting exposed on stream right now. It's okay.
Oh yeah, guys, this is my twin.
Oh, wait.
Mega.
Guys, for all
Mega is short for Mega Loser.
Guys, for all the viewers knowing these two are very close and they probably fight like brothers, so don't take it personally.
No, because we're twins. That's why.
Okay,
we're not twins.
Yes, we are.
Oh gosh.
Wait, who's
Oh my
streaming?
gosh! I'm streaming.
Mute everyone. Yeah, mute everyone for a
Sorry
sec.
to everyone on the stream.
Sorry for everyone on the stream.
My twin is just acting up today.
Yeah, I think B8 Bricks or somebody was wanting to say something a second ago.
I was trying. That was me.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
My twin is just acting up so much today.
Or B8.
But yeah, I wanted to say like so Detenaglia, he's reprising his role as his character in my Ninjas vs Zombies. So I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to see his acting again.
I can't wait for Mega to admit that I'm his twin.
We need my cousin in here, then we get along so
Send them the link to the the server.
Oh, they're in the server. They're probably doing, who knows, getting Christmas stuff ready, or it's Zoe. If you guys know Zoe, she's probably
she's quite the loony.
Yeah, she's
yeah,
like,
you're a Looney Tune.
She's like the goofball. But she's probably busy, but I think she'll be here today or tomorrow because we'll be on voice chat today or tomorrow, and we will be somewhere around Christmas afternoon.
I put on push to talk because my mom is on the phone right now.
Around Christmas afternoon, I will be on voice chat as well. So if you want to do like a Christmas stream that day, if anybody wants
I'm probably gonna be skiing and I won't be home, so I don't know how well the Wi-Fi is gonna be. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If not,
I'll join.
We'll still be on voice chat that day. So if you can't make it or anything like that, we just want to give you a heads
Shut
up.
up, you eat microwaves.
I eat microwaves.
Okay, anyway, going back to
You
Crystallized
eat
Reimagined.
Yeah.
You eat refrigerators,
Like
bro.
I was saying,
Yeah, as we were moving on. No, I'm just kidding.
Like as we were saying.
Yeah, so for everybody who knows, they are twins. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Yes, they are
We're
twins.
twins.
There you go. End of story. I think that's what they're trying to say. I don't know.
We're twins. Yep.
But yeah. So for you guys, like Moon and Xena, y'all need to get like AL123, D Tenaglia, the Brick Rookie, Lord Starscream. I mean, I can ask him if you
Oh
need
my
me.
gosh, Realm of Harmony is gonna be famous.
Oh yeah. You should also
Yeah,
get me. You should also get me.
that was the plan, Xena.
Ninjago clan is like already there.
Oh,
No, hey,
you can also get me too.
hey, I'll ask Sam Vincent if he wants to be a part of it.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that would be awesome.
And then he just
Like-
voices Lloyd.
Like he
That'd
could,
be-
he could. Well, not voice Lloyd, but he could do like one line at the end of it and say "Thank you, Ninjago" in his Lloyd voice or something. I don't know. I don't. It could be like a future Lloyd with his voice
Oh yeah, that could be
I don't
cool.
Or
As
you
a-
could add Dragon.
as an end credit scene.
Adam.
Wait, I thought we had that other end credit scene with
that's
the,
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Shh.
Mega
I'll say it. I'll say it. It
Go
was
ahead,
my
Moon.
idea. It was my idea. So we were going to have the very final end credit scene, as the commissioner finally finishing his boat.
It's my idea. Why did you guys take that?
What?
You guys have been listening to my voice calls too much. You guys have been, like literally me and I think I told you guys this, but me and I've been working on my Better Call Dareth comic, right? And
Okay.
I said, if I decide to make another comic or like in a storyline, I should do it where the commissioner is, he's always trying to finish that boat. But the reason he never finishes is because everyone keeps getting destroyed and he has a closet full of a million boats that he's been trying to work on. And at the end of the story, he finally finishes the boat. That was like my idea.
Oh.
Because like
Oh, cool.
everybody's, why does he take so long all these years? And that is why. But that is so cool that y'all are gonna do that. Because yeah, that is like, I've been telling everybody that. Like, that should be an end credit thing for Ninjago, is he finally finishes
It's
the
going
boat.
to be the last one. It's going to be the very last one.
But the reason why he's always working on one, I think would be funny, is like, if he finishes it and then walks to his closet and sets it up, and he already has like a ton of other ones finished.
That would be hilarious.
So because they're always wondering, why is he always working on? Maybe that's his hobby, is he just paints them over and over and over, and he has a closet full of like. Well,
yeah, we gotta add the closet in Crystallize Reimagined.
not like a closet, but do you ever see like policemen? They have like these metal little cabinet thing, like big old. Yeah, something like that, and it has like millions of shelves with tons of boats that he's been working on all these years. Yeah, that's been my idea forever.
That would be that's gonna be hilarious.
Y'all need to do that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is a good one. That is a real good one. But
hey Moon, make him another head of rating in the FSMR server.
Well, I don't really want to join a lot of more servers, but I would be honored to write the whole story for y'all. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
I mean,
I've had this idea for 2 years.
What, the boat thing? Oh, I've had it ever since they brought the boat in Ninjago. Trust me, I've had that for not the.
I've had the idea for Ninjago Reimagined.
Yeah, no, I didn't have that, but the boat thing, I've had that idea. That thing's. Yeah. I've had that like forever. Like, we gotta have that happen. Yeah, but yeah, that's so funny, and I definitely look forward. And I mean, if
Wait, when did you decide to put me and Soda's AUs into it?
Here,
I think
hold on.
Talking to Moonlight.
I was about to say, I think she's asking you.
Sorry, what was it?
BA Bricks, why did you send that? Oh boy, that was so funny. Oh man.
I was saying, when did you decide to like put me instead of slash Morals AUs into it? AU into it?
Huh? Can you say that again, please?
Oh, I was saying when did you like decide to put me and Morals AU into it?
Is going to come in like in the kind of like I'm guessing in the middle. Kinda, like,
Yeah,
near the middle.
No,
would make
like when did you like?
When I saw it, when I saw your stuff, I was like, "Hey, that's cool. I'm gonna steal it." Hold on,
Yeah,
I'm gonna post something in general quick.
That would be so cool though, is like at the episode where like everyone's fighting. Dang, Vina.
Yeah. Adam.
Chomp, chomp.
Adam.
Yeah.
I'm putting something right here. Boom.
Okay.
Just in general.
Do you want me to like read it out or something?
I mean, you can if you'd like.
Ninjago Reimagined season info. I have at least 5 seasons planned out for this series. The one will be SOFS, whatever that is.
Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu.
Oh, part 1 and 2 of Secrets of Forbidden Ninjutsu. A lot will be altered due to the storyline of dang Xena. We hear you.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Do you have enough to share?
Huh?
Does she have enough to share?
I was about to say, it sounds like she's munching on apples and potato chips and
I'm just having Otter Pops.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just messing with you. Altered the storyline for the rest of the series to come full circle. Season 2 will prime Empire, longer with a little more relevance to the story. Nice. Season 3, Mom.
MOTM, Master of the Mountain.
MOTM, which won't be altered too much. The Island, considering the expand of full season feature, either way it will be longer. Okay, cool. Season 4 is Seabound, obviously longer, and then season 5 Crystallize, which will consist of 5 parts, each with at least 16 episodes, all coming out the same year. 2 might be movies. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that is really cool. If you split it up like into parts, because that's how I pictured it. Like if I was to ever write Crystallize, I would have done it in 3 parts. The first part would be the whole like, the missing Nia, the prison arc and all that.
Exactly.
But then instead of them bringing Nia back as a human, I would have kept her in a water form, the whole story. So in a way, like for the final battle in Crystallize, she could have used like
he
her
pulls an endgame and comes back.
Well, yeah,
in the final battle.
I thought what would be cool is like she could like use like a big old like tsunami and like wash away.
Wasn't there that one deleted plot line that Tommy was saying about Lloyd taking over the throne after destroying the Overlord?
Oh yeah, I think I might do that in my series.
Ooh, nice. Have Lloyd be a villain. That'd be cool. Yeah, what's up, man?
It won't be for long. He'll just get out of control
what's
for
going to
about
happen? Oh wait.
Wait, what were you saying?
What's going to happen is Nia's going to be brought back, but you know how Asphere stole her powers, right?
Yeah.
And her powers come back to her.
Yeah.
She goes back to her water form.
Okay.
She goes back to being one with the sea.
All right.
All her powers go back.
All right, cool. Yeah, because what I thought would be cool is if she's like, in the city and uses a big old tsunami to like fight. And I mean, I know like you gotta think like with the elemental powers, but like what if she's disappeared for like she can't really be around as much in the season? But then like Jay's been trying to communicate so much, and in the final battle, she comes back as this big old water form and could only use it for a certain amount of time in the city. So I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that could work. We could fluctuate that.
But then what I would have had in like the second part is they would have their first final battle, but the ninja lose the first time and the villains win, and that would.
Oh my gosh, yes, kind of like Endgame and Infinity War.
Well, kind of. The heroes would lose, but that would be a calling sign. And I guess you could say kind of like Infinity War, where at the end of Infinity War, like Samuel L. Jackson, he like poofs away, but it shows like for not Captain Carter, Miss Marvel or whatever her name is to come back. So then that would bring like elemental master. That would have like the elemental masters and just everyone, and I would have everyone. Like I would have had more Serpentine, like Scales, obviously, but I'd have Scales Jr. I'd have Acidicus.
I mean, in episode 13,
you remember the canon? Scales Jr. got ran over by his.
No, that's not canon. That's not canon. That's not.
Scales Jr. got ran over by Jay's moped when he was delivering pizzas.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
bring. Kid, watch out. Actually, nah, never mind.
It would have been cool to see all the generals return.
Yeah.
Serpentine, and then Mother Doomsday. We didn't even see Mother Doomsday.
maybe like Pythor and the other council members turn on the Overlord.
That's here's what I thought. I originally thought not all the villains, but I thought that in the story, Harumi or some of the members would have turned against each other, because there was that whole like in the council at the beginning, Pythor.
Yeah, they were all arguing with each other.
Yeah, they were arguing, and I thought that was gonna play a role, like where they were gonna turn and not work together, and then kind of split up their own ways. And then I thought like maybe at the end, Pythor and the Overlord would have teamed up, and obviously Harumi would have been there. But then like Esphira, Vangelis, Harumi probably would. I mean, Mr. E would probably stay with Pythor and all them too, because like I feel like Pythor. I've said this before. Even in another like voice chat or stream before, I feel like Pythor has a close connection with robots, because he was so close with like the Nindroids back in Rebooted, and he worked with the Overlord before. So that's why I was really.
He literally took a shrinking pill for him.
Yeah, that's why I was sad. The Crystal King did not show any respect for Pythor. Like I was like,
I no respect for anybody.
You could tell Pythor, he's like, oh, hail the Crystal King. Like, I could tell he had respect for him, because he worked, like, he took a pill for him, right? But I would have thought when they would have, like, met each other in person, I thought, like, Pythor would have been like, oh, my original master, and then the Overlord would have been like, oh, Pythor, you're back, and all this, and yeah. But either way, yeah, I would have changed a lot of that in the story. But yeah, like y'all should definitely bring back, like in the final battle, like the original Serpentine leaders, Scale Jr., Mother Doomsday. You should definitely bring.
We should make a list of all the people we're bringing back.
Okay, so original Serpentine leader.
Hang on, let me make a Google Doc.
And then we'll go over OCs, because there is like, I mean, we're not gonna do everyone's OCs, but just like well-known, loved OC, like Ninjago fans.
I mean, we could probably get them to voice act in it as well.
Well, I was about to say, like, I know I could ask.
Be awesome.
I could ask Brick Rookie, D Tenaglia, maybe AL123 as well. Xena, you could try too. Because I know like AL123 said he wanted to try to like voice act in more stuff. Because he kind of does all his stuff like on his own, like in his own series. So, and he's already voice dubbing like in Star's Ninjago thing. And then he voice acts in mine too as like a background character. But yeah, it's not Lego Ninjago. But me and Star were actually talking about this last night. she's gonna be starting an interview series with my series, like the cast of my series. So she'll be interviewing like AL123, Sam Vincent, D Tenaglia Studios, Lord Starscream, me, because I play as like a few characters. She'll be interviewing like a majority of my cast because I mean, yeah, we just have a bunch of different people, but yeah. The Brick Rookie's in my series as well, so she'll probably interview him. Yeah, I luckily have like I know the Brick Rookie's kind of like the Brick Rookie and D Tenaglia kind of don't make much content anymore, but they luckily like voice act in my stuff. So like that's what they're like currently doing, which I'm very like excited for people to see. Cuz they did a great job in the short film that I worked on that a few people saw. They did a great job. But yeah, let me know when you got that list ready, Zena. Mega's typing.
Sent it in DMs.
Oh, I'm not able to use Google Docs, so or like drives or whatever.
Okay, I got this.
So I'll have to like talk about it, or I'll have to say them. Or
Zena, it's empty.
Unless somebody wants to stream.
I didn't add anyone yet.
Yeah, no,
Well, that much is obvious.
She's waiting. She wants us to like go over it first and stuff.
Yeah, I know, that was a joke.
So, okay. So for actually, we need to go over who's everyone who's gonna appear because you said you're doing 5 parts, right?
Exactly.
What is part 1 gonna be about?
Kind of like in between the whole arc with them trying to bring back Nia and prison arc.
Okay, so that's gonna be part 1.
Yes.
Okay, so what, Zena? Are you ready? Or does somebody like want to stream or share their screen so we could see this?
I can, I think.
Hang on, I'm switching back to my computer. So
okay.
And I'll disconnect from my alternate account.
Do we still have the stream going on, by the way?
Yeah, the stream is still going.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I know it's been we've been on, I think, for a few hours, so.
Oh yeah, I remember once Xena was just alone in the VC for 7 hours or something, and the stream was all just on.
Well, half the time half the time she leaves her thing. So it wasn't your last stream you did, but I think it was one before. I saw you posted a stream, and I think you were with Soto or somebody. And y'all chatted for I think the first 10 or 15 minutes, and then the rest of the video it was complete silence. So I was like, did they leave, or did they know they were still streaming, or what? I don't know, because it was complete silence for the longest time. So I just didn't know what happened, but yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Who put Scabibidi's Babadi?
Oh my god.
So part 1's the whole Nia and prison arc. So we definitely, obviously, we're gonna need Nia. That's a definite. I see. Yeah, we got it. Okay. I'm just waiting to see what Nina's gonna say. All right. So we're gonna have Nia
and the Scabbity Bababity there.
Now, how about this? Do y'all want to have all the ninja in the main ninja in part 1? Guys?
Yeah.
I said, do y'all want to have all the main ninja in part 1?
I mean, that's kind of a thing.
Oh, well, I mean, I know you're like retelling the story, so I didn't know if you wanted to like have one of them like, because I mean, they're just getting over the loss of Nia, so I didn't know if you wanted to have some like maybe.
Why'd you delete Scabbity Babbity?
Yeah, everybody that's gonna be in the whole story, just so we don't leave anybody out. So the main ninja. If you want to just type the main ninja, you could do that.
He's a leader. He's Yakunan.
Do what?
Who are all these guys? Yakunan, Zenuda.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I have no.
I'm missing someone, aren't I? Yeah, I am.
I mean, are they going to be called the Crystal King or the Overlord, though?
Yeah, but they're
going to be called like. Okay.
They kind of have a personal thing because they've got all this personal stuff with themselves.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know if like the whole season you're gonna call them like Yakunan and Zenda or like. Or
yeah,
Zenu.
no, the main characters are probably gonna call him Overlord and
Crystal King.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have them. Wait, are they gonna appear? I guess they're gonna appear in part 1. I guess. Okay.
No, oh no, I was thinking they'd be separate Xena. I thought they'd be introduced in a later part.
You don't have to like delete it or anything, but like.
Numero uno.
So in part 1, we need like Wu as well.
Ah, yes.
Now, do y'all want to add Do y'all want to add Garmadon in part 1, or are y'all gonna wait till like a little bit in the middle?
Yeah, kind of like I think that Garmadon's storyline was absolutely beautiful and crystallized.
No, but I mean, yeah, but do y'all want like in y'all's part? Like, I mean, are y'all just gonna keep it the same?
Good. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so in part 1 we have the ninja, Wu.
It's just Wu with a bunch of U's. Who else?
I don't forget the true villain of the series, though, the mailman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you need to. Yeah, Pixel too. Yeah, Pixel. That's a definite. Now in part 1, do y'all want to, since it's like the prison, y'all want to like add in all the villains as well, or like, well, yeah, I guess all the villains. Oh, you're gonna add Kozu? Oh wow, okay. Wow, so Kozu's coming back in the Crystal Council. Let's go. I originally wanted Kozu to come back because there's a story, and in Day of the Departed, he was an off-screen death. So it's not officially confirmed if he went back to the Departed Realm or not, because he was an off-screen. And there's actually a story that takes place before Hands of Time called the Book of Pythor or Pythor's Adventures. And
yeah, but
it says that they were cleaning up the museum after Day of the Departed, and there's a crash in the wall, and it's shaped like a stone warrior. So I wonder if he escaped. So that's cool that y'all would bring Kozu back.
Yeah, Adam.
Yeah.
Have you seen the whole? Have you seen what's it called? What was it called? Pythor doesn't accept. It's a video.
I don't know. I don't think
so. Did you
so.
see that video? Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. But anyway, that's a.
I mean, if you want to send me a link to the video, I mean, if it's like anime or something, then I probably have not seen it. But yeah.
Adam, in general chat, I'm gonna be in the general chat, I'm gonna be sending a list of projects I'll be working on for my series coming in the next few years.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. If you want me to read them out, or if you want to read them out,
Yeah, you can read them out.
All right, just let me know when you got it. Well, okay. Since it's gonna take us a while to like figure out every single character, do y'all just want to like go over the OC right now?
Adam.
Or like we can just make a list of who we'd like, and then we'll see. All right. So, who wants to start? Like, someone pitch some idea. Like, I could go, but I could list a million people right now. So, who wants to go first? Huh?
The video's in the general voice chat.
Let's see. Who made this video? I do not know this YouTuber.
He's hilarious. He's also going to be Pythor and the Harumi. The Harumi's masked thing.
The messenger. That's what
the
whole
masked messenger, Kabuki mask. Or he is.
Oh, Broly fan. I think I know who you're talking about. I'm friends with him.
So am I.
Oh, well, I mean, if you need a Pythor voice actor, you know who to call. Wink, wink.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with these two YouTubers, but they're these two YouTubers. One of them named Casper Studios and another one named Boaz Studios. They made these custom like characters like you know how there are some people that make like there were people that made characters like Joy Garmadon, right?
Yeah.
Well, they made custom characters like as Lloyd's brother. And I was actually wanting to see if you guys would think it's a good idea for if my series Lloyd's brother would be Mr. E.
Mr. F. He's the new model.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool.
The way Lloyd basically finds out in the story would have been like he would have kicked Mystery in the face, but the glass the glass faceplate on the helmet break. Yeah, basically the visor breaks, which also breaks the mask that the technological mask that Lyle wears over his face to like basically protect his identity, which kind of basically show like in the scene when he turns around, Lloyd's greeted to basically his twin brother, the face of his twin brother, except the difference is he's got the difference between Lloyd and Lyle is Lyle's got a scar over his left eyebrow from an accident that happened when he went to the jungle with when he went to Chen's Island with Garmadon. And he probably gets a few more scars during this fight with Lloyd, though. So yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, Adam, if you want to read out the stuff for my series coming out,
I was just actually reading over it. So Mega's current stuff that is coming out for his channel SM15 Films in 2023, seasons 3 and 4, I guess, of his Ninjago series.
Yeah.
Okay. Of his Ninjago series is coming out. 5 and 6, which I'm gonna assume in 2024 is coming out for Ninjago, his series as well.
All these are for my Ninjago series.
Um, 2025 season 7 is called The Unfiltered Echo.
No, it's called it's season 7 and The Unfiltered Echo Part 1. It's basically a it's basically a 2-part movie.
Nice. Okay, so I guess in between that you have seasons 8 and 9.
And then you have part 2 of The Unfiltered Echo, and then season 10 and 11.
Which is in 2027, and in
2028 we have season 12 and 13, and the teaser for The Dream Slayer.
The Dream Slayer official trailer sneak peeks will be in 2029. And 2030, the Dream Slayer official movie will be coming out. And I also posted for my upcoming projects in the next year that will be coming out. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that for the Ninjas vs. Zombies for that franchise.
If you want more information, on like the movies, I can give you a bit of background on them. But I'm not gonna like give you full detail on the storyline.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you at least want to give us like something for season 3 and 4, you can tell us about that. Probably not all of them right now because we have a long ways to go.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about your idea for season 3 and 4, and then Xena, if you wanted to show your AU thing, you can do that.
Season 3 and 4 will be based on based on Hands of Time and season 8 in a certain way. Basically, Kai and the ninja basically taking a year-long break after their fight with the Crystal King, and after this, Kai has been worried sick about after Nia went away, and basically in the next season 4, it's all about Jay basically finding out what his full elemental power can actually be like.
Mm-hmm.
And the movies, The Unfiltered Echo is basically talking about how the entire story between Mr. E and the events at the end of Sons of Garmadon, when in the final battle when he was able to escape.
Right. Okay.
And part 2 takes place around the time Hunted happens.
Mm-hmm.
Where Echo's on the run from a group called the Society.
Oh my gosh! For the past couple of minutes, the stream didn't record my voice.
Oh no!
And basically, the Dream Slayer is kind of like a version, a Ninjago version of the story The Last Ronin.
Oh, cool. Okay.
If you don't know what The Last Ronin is, it's basically a future version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where Splinter, Raph, Donnie, and Leo are all dead, and Mikey basically takes on their honors their legacy. But in this universe, it's kind of Lloyd taking on his kind of like it's a mixture of two things. The Power Rangers Tommy Oliver's comic book story and Last Ronin, with Lloyd kind of taking on basically taking his demons out, which basically the Overlord has kind of come back and wants to finish Lloyd Garmadon off.
Mm-hmm.
And Lloyd is kind of is on the run with his family. But the worst thing is Lloyd has to do two things at once: fight the Overlord and protect his family.
Well, I wanted to ask too, Xena. Are you guys planning to do? I can tell you're like a fan of the whole Endgame and Infinity War. Are you guys planning to do something similar to like the portal scene for the final battle?
Probably, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say Mega just mentioned like that thing about Kai and Nia after the crystallized thing, and it just made me think about something. Do you guys remember in Crystallize, Kai had this little group of students called the Wolf Pack?
Yes.
Y'all should definitely bring them back in like the final battle at the city or something.
Oh yeah, when they were trying to get the team back together.
Well, no. Well, yeah, in a way, but like Kai was training like a group of kids, and he had that one kid, Jake or whatever. Y'all should like, whenever like all seems lost, like they should also like come into the final battle and like join the fight as well. Maybe like some little like ninja swords or maybe bow staffs or something.
Oh yeah, no, and then the kids from Darkly's too.
Oh yeah, see, okay, yeah. See, here's how I would do it. Like for you guys, if y'all were to do it, this is how y'all should definitely do it. So it should definitely start off, like it started with the Shintaroans and the Merlopians and the Islanders and all that. It should start out with them. And then you should like obviously have the Serpentine. And then it should have all the Upply, the like an army of Munts and Geckles, even like the Munts Queen.
Yeah.
No, not Gorgran.
Corgran.
Mert. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Not Gorgran, but Mert, because I already said the Upply. Mert
or Chancellor Gulch.
Yeah, the Chancellor, all like the other one, Gleck or whatever, with the little pocket watch or whatever it was.
Gleck.
So you should have all them. Obviously, Vanya, her dragon. I already mentioned like the Shintaroans, all them. Chief Mamatus. Y'all definitely should have Chief Mamatus because he was not in the final fight.
Yeah.
His people were, but like Chief Mamatus wasn't like shown in the fight. So y'all should definitely have like Chief. Y'all should have Chief Mamatus. I already said the Merlopians and like obviously like Benthamar and Zippy and all them. Let's see. What was some? So we went over Master of the Mountain characters. Oh, Hound Dog McBrog should be there. Oh, you should have Hound Dog McBrog or whatever his name is, and then the police chief, the commissioner, like his whole police force, and then like remember when the Hageman brothers had to join the police force back in Skybound?
Oh yeah.
You should have like all them. They need to be there. The whole police force.
The thing is, they only have flashlights and tasers.
Oh,
that's okay. That'll help. That'll help again. Well, they have clubs and stuff too at certain seasons, but like, they can use that because you got to think they can't. They're fighting against Vengestone warriors, so you can't use powers. So any other object, like they back in season 4, remember when like they were at the corridor of elders and everybody just used random like items and weapons? It should just be like that. So have like the whole police force with tasers and sticks and clubs and all that kind of stuff, and like maybe like little shields or something, like police shields. So let's see, there's them. Who else? Let's see.
Oh yeah, the Formlings.
Well, yeah. You can. Okay, so I don't know how we do that. Maybe they can have. That's when the portals can open. So you'll have like tea leaves, and maybe Faith has been trying to travel through realms like with their dragons, and they have like the Formlings come. Sorla, Crag. We gotta have Crag.
There's something that I was gonna say.
Okay.
Xena.
Yeah.
Do you remember what our plan for Kai was?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like introduce the Formlings into like another thing.
Oh, maybe Zane goes and that's the Ice Emperor plot.
Well, I was gonna say, since they have such a big, like, if they're gonna be opening other realms or whatever, and they need like more help, then Faith knew there was like a disturbance when the Oni was like attacking, so Faith could like use all, because remember, dragons can travel through realms, so they can like open up portals in the sky and start having the dragons and the hunters come back. And then we can have like I want to say Chima, but maybe the beavers from Chima can come.
Fix it.
Oh yeah, the Shima beavers come and knock over the crystal king, over Yakinen.
Well, maybe
in his final crystal king form.
They can see the mechanic and be like, "Ooh, fix it." Oh,
get
over. But like
instead of that thing with the mechanic going, "No golden wings for you."
Yeah.
Instead it's him versus the beavers.
Oh yeah. But they can all the beavers. Y'all should do that. Y'all need to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, the Prime Empire. We already had pretty much everyone, but y'all need to bring Unagami back, but have him like change back into his Emperor Unagami form.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Like he can use like his Prime Empire powers, and like Milton Dyer can like they have obviously like some red visors, Scott again.
There's also something
in my series, Scott is Unagami.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because in my series, Milton Dyer didn't make the games. Scott actually made Prime Empire, but a virus got into it, kind of like the Power Rangers Vengex virus, and basically turned Scott insane to the point where he basically became one with the virus and became known as Unagami.
Okay, cool.
Where basically at the end of Prime Empire for my universe, Okino is basically at his side, because whenever he becomes the Unagami form, which is kind of like a big tentacled elemental being, he can basically corrupt anyone he chooses to be at his side.
Right.
And it basically gives him their abilities and makes him stronger.
But yeah,
y'all like how he can absorb the Oni masks.
When y'all said y'all are doing like that final battle fight, y'all should add the in-game music in that, like uncopyrighted or something.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, and then like everybody.
Oh my gosh! Someone did epic version of the Ninjago overture.
Yeah, I listened to that.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, y'all should use that. Yes.
I've been trying to say that.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know at first that was like fan made, and I thought it was gonna be in the crystal. I thought that was gonna be the music for the final battle, but yeah, that was good. Yeah. But
I was.
Oh yeah. I would like to mention that I have another project coming in 2023, and that's not connected to my Ninjago series. I've basically been learning how to animate, do standard animation, and soon I'm going to be making a Marvel series about basically a Spider-Man series based in the Ultimate Universe, called Spider-Man Gone to Hell, which takes place after the final issue of the original run of the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, where Ultimate Peter Parker gets killed by the Green Goblin. Except in my story, he gets killed in a different way. Basically, the way he gets killed is he stops, basically goes and takes the hit that the Green Goblin was going to do to Miles Morales. And that basically kind of ended with Peter getting killed, which kind of leads him to basically be trapped in kind of a version of his own like world, kind of like the place the first Ninjutsu Master took Lloyd, where he's basically having to relive his entire memories from when he was first bitten by the spider all the way until this point, until he's able to like fully like change his path and basically stop everything from happening, like from stopping everything that happened to him and his loved ones, basically.
Oh, something I want to add though is if y'all do like that in-game style final battle for Ninjago Crystallize, y'all should keep Lloyd, you know, up on the top of the crystal like temple fighting the Overlord. Because you know, like in the scene at the bottom where the portals open in Endgame and like Iron Man, or not Iron Man, Captain America's like looking at everyone coming back.
Yeah.
Well, instead of it being Lloyd, it should be Wu. That should be Wu.
Can I please say what I was going to say?
Yeah, I don't even know.
I've been waiting to say it for like 5 minutes now.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say was I want to like as one of the final battle moments, have the ninja use the golden weapons to re-get their vehicles.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
You know the golden weapons?
Yeah, I know
Oh,
they like.
yeah, then they merge it with their vehicles. They could like merge it with the vehicles they get and crystallize as like a freaking power boost.
Or they could get the weapons together, combine them, and recreate the mega weapon, and it brings back their original vehicles.
Or maybe the Mega Weapon could bring back like the Ultra Dragon, and with the ninja's dragon forms, they somehow merge and form the Golden Ultra Dragon.
Yeah, so it's not like the well, I don't know. It's so many thought, because then you'd have the original Ultra Dragon and then that other like elemental dragon. But yeah,
no wait, no, because the ninja would be in their dragon forms, and the
yeah,
Ultra
but
Dragon
they weren't that dragon though. They like turned crystallized. Like I have screenshots of the scene where it's their powers leave their body and turns into that giant dragon. Because a lot of fans didn't notice that. Like whenever the ninjas like did that, where they were all like coming together, they actually turned crystallized, just like the new ninja.
That.
So I always like think that's interesting, because it's like, oh, like they actually, like the ninja literally got crystallized. Like that's kind of dark, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes me think back of whenever we had the reimagined shorts, and there's that one like short with that samurai or whatever.
Oh my
and
gosh,
like
yeah.
Yeah, it made me think of that. Like, oh, is that starting to like? Are we getting close to that time period soon, or what? Like, I don't know. Because if the ninja were able to like get crystallized, like, ooh, like, because I'm wondering if that like some of those, they said some are canon and some aren't. So I'm wondering like if that one gets canon, like, oh, I really want to know that story.
Imagine if Crystallize ended with the ninjas losing.
Huh?
Imagine if like Crystallize ended with the ninja like going into like the golden forms, like in the
I was originally hoping that Crystallize was gonna be. I mean, now we know we're gonna get another season that takes place like after Crystallize next year. But I was originally hoping that like Crystallize was gonna end off bad, like where the heroes weren't gonna win and the Overlord was gonna win, and it would have been like a 2-part season, like where the Overlord would have won this season, and then whatever season we get next year, then he'd come back and the ninja would win this time and find a way to like trap him for eternity or something. I don't know. Which I like the Overlord coming back. I mean, he's just, they need to do it right, you know? Like when they brought him back and he turned into his giant Crystal King form, he didn't really he seemed strong, but like, not as strong as we seen him back in like season 3. Like
that's you know why that I think the problem with that was
what?
is that they didn't impose it like it didn't like impose like anything like visually to show that he was all powerful.
Right, yeah. Well, it's funny. It's like that giant Crystal King form, and you go back to like season 3 rebooted when he was the Golden Master. He was only the Golden Master for like an episode, like just one day. So it's like when he turns into his like big final forms, it seems strong, but it only lasts like one episode. That's what like if you think back, like when he turned into the giant dragon, that lasted for an episode. And when he turned into the Golden Master, that was for an episode. And then the crystal, the giant crystal king form and crystallized, it was 2 episodes, but those 2 episodes was one whole day. So
Also, the episodes were 11 minutes long, so there's that to take into consideration too.
that too, right? Yeah, because most of the older seasons, like booted in season 1, that was like 22 or something minutes long. So yeah, you got a point there.
And I'm pretty sure it was like only about halfway through. It's actually the start of the episode. My mistake.
Moon left.
Oh, okay.
Oh, rip Moon.
Not sure what happened.
Yeah,
Rest
I'm not
in
sure what
peace to
happened to
Moon.
them too either.
But yeah, so y'all should definitely like bring back let's see, we went over Prime Empire, Master of the Mountain, Crystallized, Bound, and the Island. Let's see, the Elemental Masters, that's a definite.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should definitely bring back like Karloff, Griffin Turner, the Pale Man. Those are like definite ones that should return. If the others don't return, that's okay, but like those should definitely return. Ronan was in that final battle. That's right. He got crystallized in that mech. Let's see.
I love how like Sally was just there like smacking the warriors with her guitar.
Yeah, a lot of fans like that, I've been told. Let's see. Well, what I thought was funny was like, Sally has a guitar. Look at Woo. He has a broomstick. Like that was or it was like a mop or something. I mean, that's still like useful, but I thought that was kind of like you can use anything as a weapon. But let's see, who are some other? Oh, Cyrus Borg should have been in the final battle, like in a mech, or like he could have like modified his wheelchair into like a battle wheelchair.
Or maybe like
Adam, I just thought of a really good way you could actually make a stop motion animation of Lloyd becoming like the Spinjitzu burst form.
Oh, how?
Basically, you animate Lloyd like with whichever head you're using, or like with the original like angry rebooted head, and then you first start like with the flick like use switch between heads, like the Ninjago movie head and his original head, and then you use the Moro head, like the head when Lloyd Moro possessed Lloyd, right?
Yeah, I wanted to let you guys
use that one.
I actually
use that one, and then you finally end it with the Spinjitzu burst head.
Yeah, I wanted to let y'all know I actually have that figure on my wish list.
Same.
I don't have that figure. Like possessed Lloyd Moro, I don't have that figure.
You have that.
I have the original Moro, but I don't have possessed Lloyd. I don't have that. But I wanted to ask you guys, like, what do y'all have on your? Did y'all make like a wish list Ninjago related this year? Anything like that?
Well, I didn't make any wish lists for like this year because I'm not gonna buy anything because I've already got like the presents. My mom already got me the presents, and also I can't buy any more because I already got my last present, which was a tablet.
Oh, okay. Did you get anything Ninjago related?
I haven't opened up my present. The present. It's not Christmas yet, but basically, I asked for the Ninja Dojo temple, like the virtue set.
Oh, bye, Xena, and thanks
Very
everybody
cool.
for liking the stream. She has to go, and she's ending this
And
now.
I asked
Okay, yeah,
for
thank you.